coronavirus. Hi everyone, it's Cece Michelle. Welcome to my channel. I can't believe this is my first video. It's been a long time coming, but we're here. Thanks so much in advance for your support. So today we are going to be goal setting together, making this year our year. 2020, we just won't even go there, but 2021, I just see so much success and just amazingness. Is that a word? We're gonna stick with success in our future. I know that today is currently January 3rd, and it's probably later than that when you're watching this, but the fact that 2020 ended on a Friday, I like to do my planning on Sundays. So today's a Sunday, and today's the day I'm going to be planning my goals for the new year. So if you already have your goals set, maybe you did that on January 1st or in December or something like that, hopefully watching this video can give you some more ideas on how I organize my goals. Or if you haven't done anything yet, you don't know where to start, you don't even know what you want for yourself this year, hopefully this video will also help you out. We're just gonna kind of be getting through it and going through it together. Thanks again for tuning in, and let's get to it. So I just want to start by showing you guys my planner for 2020. This is her. And this is just kind of a representation of how organized I was in 2020 and how 2020 went. It's a new year. We're gonna do better. If your 2020 planner looked anything like that, I'm with you. We're here. I felt so just discombobulated, so all over the place that it was kind of unhealthy. Like, assignments were getting done at 11:59. I would miss meetings, be late for meetings. Like, it was just really bad, and it really put into perspective what I need to be working on. So if you don't know what you want your goals to be, or you're kind of stuck and you have a few things but you think you could be doing more, I would definitely start by reflecting on your 2020 or whatever year you're watching this. Reflect on the year previously and kind of see what areas you need growth in. I kind of recognize what areas I need growth in throughout the year. So when you find those, kind of jot them down. You don't have to wait to a new year to work on these things, but it definitely gives you that motivation to start. I went out to Handy Dandy Marshalls and bought this planner for 2021. It's a lot bigger, as you can see. It's just a higher quality planner. You see what I'm saying? I really like this planner because inside of it, it has top priorities of the week, small victories of the week, and then coming up next week. So it has just a column of things to organize. It's only been 3 days of the new year, and I've already started using this planner, and I can already see how much it's been helping me out. So if you don't have a planner, this is your sign to get one. If you do have a planner and you're like me, and I get a planner every year, but after like the first month or two, I don't even touch it. I don't even use it. I be thinking I can remember everything. And last year just kind of taught me my brain does not work like that. I can't remember everything. So this is your sign. Get a planner and stick to it. Make it your best friend, because you're gonna need it. Especially with all the goals that we're setting, you're gonna need to kind of hold yourself to it. And I'm also a stickler for just writing stuff down. I don't know if they have like virtual planners or anything, but if that works better for you, definitely do that. But I prefer to write everything down. That's just kind of how I operate. So in this planner, it has a note section in the back, which I feel like most planners do. And I've sectioned off my planner into 6 sections. I have a health section, a mindset section, a career section, a relationship section, a wealth section, and a spirituality section. And I'm kind of categorizing my goals so that I kind of hit every major area of my life. You can feel free to alter this list. It's just for me personally. And when I have each category set out, you can also kind of go into detail and plot out how you could achieve these goals. Typically, when I set New Year's resolutions or goals for the month or things like that, I just kind of set them and I try to remember them. And sometimes by the end of the month, I even forget about them. So I've set at the bottom of my notes page quarterly check-ins. So I split the whole year into 4 quarters. Feel free to use these dates if you want to as well. The first quarter I have on March 7th, second June 6th, 3rd, September 5th, and the 4th one is December 26th. Now for all of them, I made them the first Sunday of the month, but for December, since that would be the year ending, I made it the last Sunday of the month. This is the first year I'm actually doing this, so we're gonna see how it goes. I know this is gonna keep me way more on track than I was. Like, a year is a long time, and if you expect yourself to remember every single thing by December, every single thing you did this year without writing it down or checking in, you're probably gonna miss some stuff. So I'm gonna mark in my planner on these exact dates that it's my quarterly check-in for me to go back to this note page and kind of look everything over. And then I'm gonna kind of journal how I've reached certain goals or what more I need to do to get to those certain goals. So before we go into actually setting our goals, I kind of want to talk about healthy goal setting. I used to be very obsessive over my goals, and I felt like that was very unhealthy. We're all human, and holding ourselves to such a high standard just is going to be a self-sabotage at the end. So you always want to make sure your goals are SMART. I know we probably all learned this or heard about it, but it's just very important with goal setting, because if we set a goal that's out of our range or something that is not realistic and we don't reach that goal, we're gonna kind of be a little harder on ourselves, and we don't want that. So always make sure your goals are SMART, and that's how we're gonna set healthy, realistic standards and goals for ourselves. But on the flip side, I also want to encourage you guys that if it's measurable, you can probably do it. I've had this poster on my wall for all of my life, basically. It says, if you can dream it, you can do it. If you can think about something, then it's probably doable. I'm not about to sit here and think like, I'm gonna learn how to fly a plane this year. Like, and those type of things do not pop into my head because I know it's not attainable. Like, what's the odds of me getting my pilot license? I'm still in college for fashion. Like, it's just not, I don't think about things like that. So the fact that you can think like, I can really see myself getting a 4.0 this semester, or I really see myself starting a business, or I really see myself joining an organization. Like, if you can envision yourself doing it or you can think it, then it's probably possible. So don't ever count yourself out and think that you're not built for something. So now that we've, you know, kind of touched on setting SMART goals and not limiting ourselves, let's get to the actual goal setting. I have like my pen and everything. I'm literally doing this as I go. So starting off with health, I think for me, it'll be unrealistic for me to say to go to the gym 5 days a week. I know my schedule, and I just know that I don't have that type of time. But good health goals could involve going to the gym, eating a more balanced diet. Listen, I'm a college student and the food is not that good. The chicken tenders and the pizza are kind of the best things that they have to offer. So for me to have a strict diet would just not be it. Like, let's eat some salad with that pizza, you know what I'm saying? So just having a more balanced diet. I'm gonna include my sleep schedule in this. I just want to go to bed at least a little earlier because I hate feeling like I'm starting my day so late. This pen, under mindset, I'm kind of going for mindset changes that can improve my mental health. So for one, I want to stop doubting myself. And I feel like a lot of us can relate to this because whenever I think about something or I want to do something, it feels like not even a minute after I start kind of rewinding and giving myself reasons to believe why I shouldn't do these things. Just constantly being in the habit of talking myself out of things, especially if it's something I really want to do. Imagine how much more I can get accomplished and how far it could go if I just do the things I want to do. Do it scared, do it even if you don't necessarily have everything mapped out. Like, just starting it could be the push that you need, and starting it could kind of teach you something that you might need to know to keep it going. Monitoring our media is always a good option with helping our mindset and just keeping us sane. I know I kind of started doing this year with the music that I listen to. One of the changes that I made was when I'm sad, not to listen to sad music. Like, I know they tell you to listen to sad music when you're sad. It feels like you relate to it. It feels like it helps you. For me, I noticed that it's just making me sulk in my sadness. Do a nice instrumental or some gospel music or some worship music always helps, or just something motivational. Listen to a motivational podcast when you're sad. What we consume ourselves with really affects us more than we realize. Let me know what you guys' mindset changes are below. I include content creation and being a full-time student in like the career category. So one of my career goals is to stop procrastinating. And I know this is something that everyone probably puts on their list. As things started piling up, the worse the procrastination got. I plan on fixing that this year, and I've started tweaking a little bit of things in my life. I might just do like a full video on how I'm about to cure my procrastination. Set healthy numerical goals. I want to encourage you guys not to obsess over numbers. It's okay to have a goal, a numerical goal, but when it gets to the point where we're constantly chasing that number goal, it becomes obsessive. The phrase that I kind of keep in my mind is, don't chase numbers because numbers never end. Numbers are literally infinite. So if we're always chasing the next number, the next number, the next number, or even with money, if we're chasing the next dollar, the next dollar, the next dollar, it's never going to end. So we're always going to be chasing that thing. And we get so obsessed with chasing it that what are we actually doing? Like, now let's move on to relationships. So for me, my goal for last year was to indulge in my friendships more, meet new people, and actually make more friends. I met new friends, and the friends that I already had, I really put more time and effort into those friendships and building those bonds and those relationships. So those are healthy relationship goals. And maybe if you are in a relationship, you and your partner can come up with your own separate goals together. It could also become your goal to maybe find an accountability partner. I actually have a discipler, which is kind of like a spiritual mentor. She really holds me accountable to a lot of things. I can also be very open with her. But she actually has a channel here. It's called Holistic Healing. So maybe it could be your goal for this year to find that person. In my wealth category, my goal is to get a credit card. And I also want to build my credit score. Now, I know absolutely nothing about credit cards, credit scores, or anything like that. So under my plan for reaching this goal would be research. Learning more about what my different options are as a college student. How would it translate to when I graduate out of college? What even is a credit score? What's the benefit of a credit score? Learning all these kinds of things can help me reach this goal. Lastly, for spirituality, this is one of the most important elements for me personally, because I feel like if I'm spiritually sound, everything else will just kind of align. One of my spiritual goals is to start a consistent devotional plan and to read my Bible or scripture every day. If this is also a goal that you have, I can recommend you guys a few devotional plans that I've either tried out or plan on trying out. Of course, you have the Bible app. Another devotion that I've read before and I quite like is called She Reads Truth. They're like an email listserv, so they email you every morning a devotional. This app called Love God Greatly, I haven't tried it out yet, so I can keep you guys posted on that. I'm actually going to try this out this year just to make sure I'm getting spiritually fed. Feel free to put whatever aligns with you spiritually in your spirituality section and make sure you set realistic ways to keep up with it. If you need to set a notification on your phone to remind you to read your devotion for the day or to meditate, whatever it may be, if you end up categorizing your goals in the same way that I did, feel free to list yours in the comments. So guys, that's about all I have. This has been my first video. Wow. Hopefully you actually got something from it and you enjoyed kind of planning things out. I hope you guys have enjoyed setting healthy goals for yourself. You should be proud of yourself if you sat here and did all this as well, because that's just one more step into making this your year, your moment, your season. So under my planner where it says small victories of the week, I'm actually going to put I set my goals for the year, and that makes me feel pretty good. Thanks guys again for tuning in. We got all types of content coming, so you definitely want to hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on, because it's only going up from here. We started the year off with a bang and it's only going up. Make sure to follow me on my other social media platforms to keep updated with what I'm doing. It's _CC Michelle with 1 L on all platforms. Leave your comments. I can't wait to read through them. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love y'all. I'm CC Michelle and I'm signing out.